Welcome back. When you're thinking of getting a pet, you often don't know what to do. Should I adopt? Should I buy a pedigree? Well, here to help you with the decision is from Rescue Me Dog, Cherly O'Leary, and also from Orphan Pet Oasis, John Nimitz. Please put your hand together with their doggies, Oprah and Riley. Hi. Hi, baby. Hello. And hello, this is Oprah. Hi, Oprah. And this is Riley. Hi, Riley. And you're John. How you doing? Nice to see you. Sit down. You sit down. You're beautiful, beautiful dogs. Look at those collars.
Oprah's eyeing the sectional, thinking she wants to sit on it.
She wants to get up here and have a good time, huh? Now, how did you come up with Rescue Me Dogs?
Rescue Me Dog was founded because I realized there are so many shelter dogs, beautiful dogs, that the public is just not aware of.
Right.
And I decided that someone has to be the spokesperson, someone has to be the PR firm for these dogs. And so Rescue Me Dog was founded to help all the local shelters and dogs everywhere through media events, through commercials, through shows like this, get out in front of public, to get the people into the shelters and to get the dogs out of the shelters.
Which is wonderful. And you work with 5 shelters around, don't you?
Right, yes.
One of them, Orphan Pet Oasis.
Exactly. And Orphan Pet Oasis is special because it's a no-kill shelter. And in fact, the residents of Orphan Pet Oasis, which for dogs number about 130 right now, are largely from other shelters that are kill shelters. And so when they have room at Orphan Pet Oasis, they go to the local shelters and get the dogs that are close to being on the euthanized list,
right,
and take them
That's
in.
okay, that's Oprah. Oprah, she wants to be the talk show host, of course. She's going to ask questions, that's fine. I love you, that's sweet. That's sweet.
So Oprah's owner died, and she was surrendered to the Merino shelter by the daughter, and then the Merino shelter was going to have to put her down.
Oh, my.
And so Orphan Pet Oasis stepped in and took Oprah, and I'm so glad they did.
Isn't that wonderful? Isn't that great? Now, if someone wanted to, why should someone adopt rather than buy a pedigree?
Well, why not?
I know why not, but
why not?
But there are reasons. I mean, just
there are reasons. But first of all, shelters are full of purebred dogs.
Let me help you out here. Our microphone got a little tangled up here. Go ahead. You can keep talking.
Oprah was licking it. Yes.
Okay.
So
I'm not getting fresh here. I'm telling you. You know.
You can find a purebred in a shelter. And you can find what I call a pure cross, which would be more like Riley here, which is a Labrador and Shepherd mix. And I call that a pure cross, or a pure mix.
Now, if a dog comes into a shelter, how do you tell what kind of dog they are? I mean, do they do a genetic test, or what do they do if they come in as mixes?
They don't do that yet. There is a genetic test out there. They just make their best guess.
Okay.
And, so there could be 2 or 3 other things in Riley. We just know that both of these dogs have a lot of love in their genes. And so it's really the call of the shelter.
And so do you take, let's say I call you and I say, Cheryl, I'm looking for a companion, and what do? I give you a list of what my needs would be, and then you go take me to the different shelters, or how would this work?
Actually, what Rescue Me Dog is doing is the larger promotional events. For example, yesterday we were at a country club with 3 dogs from the shelter, and all the women who had just finished golf got to meet the dogs. And we had a fundraiser. And the fundraiser was for Orphan Pet Oasis. And actually, we raised about $7,000 just over a lunch of hot dogs and sliders.
How fun.
So our goal is to just get these dogs out in front of people, and also to help people become familiar with shelters, take away the stigma of shelters. On our website, Rescue Me Dog,
beautiful new website.
We will have you walking with cameras through shelters. We train you how to look at the dogs, how to pick a dog for you.
Okay, here you go. How do you look at a dog?
Well, the most important thing you need to think about when you go to a shelter is, what is my energy level, your very own energy level. If you're someone who likes to jog, if you're someone who likes to walk, if you're a couch potato, you have to be honest with yourself how much time you have to commit and what
Right.
kind of energy level. So if you're someone who likes to be a couch potato, you just need to find a dog that's maybe 6, 8 years old and just wants to snuggle up next to you on your
Just
lap.
a cuddle, right.
And the volunteers and the staff at shelters know a lot about the dogs because, like in Jonathan's case, these dogs go out 1 to 2 times a day for walks.
Really?
And
How long walks?
About 5 to 8 minutes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So they do get personalized attention.
And they
Yeah.
do go into play sessions with other dogs, so they can tell you a lot about, is this dog good around cats? Is this dog good around children? Sometimes dogs are surrendered, so we know more about them at the shelter. We know that it was surrendered because of a certain problem. Maybe there was 2 newborn babies and the dog was stressed by the children.
Sure.
So it's very important that when you go to a shelter, you talk to the staff there, tell them what you think you're looking for, and then just start going through and
You
falling
have to be
in
very
love.
honest with yourself.
You really do. And the one thing you also have, Patty, have you ever been to a shelter?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I need to come. I really do need.
I'd love to take you through one.
I would
Sometime
love
we
that.
take
I
the
would enjoy
cameras
that.
and we go. But it's great because you are the star of the show in a shelter. When you come in, all the dogs want to talk to you.
How does it
They're going to
break your heart to look at all of them knowing they want homes?
Well, I tell you, if you find a few that you think you're interested, you can take them out one by one in an outdoor area, meet the dog, see how it reacts to you, see if it looks at you, if it's curious about you. It is the most rewarding thing in the world when you walk out of a shelter with a dog.
Yes. Oh, look.
It's
look, I
something
know.
changes in your heart.
I'm sure.
We
sure it
have,
does.
my husband and I have both purebreds. We started with purebreds.
So you have both.
Yes, and then I started hearing about all the dogs in shelters and decided to go to my first shelter, which is in Utah. And it was the largest shelter in the United States. And I was driving cross country and I just had a little convertible and there was only room on the floor because I had my yellow lab Bingo on the seat. And I found a little shelter dog there, put her on the floor, and on we went to California. So it changed my life, and that single act got me more and more involved. As we got more shelter dogs, I decided I wanted to get out to the public and introduce them to shelter dogs.
To an experience which you have had.
Yes.
Cheryl, keep doing what you're doing and go to rescuemedog.com. .org.
.org.
RescueMeDog.org. Thank you, Cheryl, so very much.
Thank you so much for having
Oprah,
us.
Riley, and John, thank you so much. And Orphan Pet Oasis is one of the 5.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned. When we come back, we'll talk to some people who have therapy dogs. Stay tuned. All right.